Welcome back. Well, we are at Project Sunday, and I promised you a porcelain repair project. This is not the project I originally had in mind. Nevertheless, this is the project that our viewers have chosen. Now, remember this pretty little piece that here, this is the other one. These were lovely cream soup bowls, and let's see if I can get this. Yeah, something along these lines. I've got little pieces in here. Well, this one is damaged beyond my ability to repair. Nothing I can do about that. This is going to Randy, and Randy is going to see about working her magic on it. And if you look at the beautiful pieces of pattern on the exterior, and here, a lovely little piece on the interior, I have a feeling we're going to get some very pretty giveaway pieces as a result of Randy getting this. But a lot of people had come up with some pretty good ideas for this piece, and that's what we're going to tackle today. So, porcelain repair / restoration / cutting off the remains of the old handles when we come back. Okay, what we're going to do is we have our handles here. Now, see if I can show you that so you can see. And over here, well, over here you can see because they are blue, and if I hold it against the white shirt, you can see there are little handle nubs here. And they're actually pretty good sized little nubs. So I gave some thought to how we're going to get rid of these. Now, it's going to be a relatively easy process, but it is going to take time. We're going to do it with the Dremel. This is my new Dremel, by the way. I have, my other Dremel is sitting there. This one is the more powerful Dremel. This is like the big industrial strength Dremel. And I have one of the bits I use to drill through porcelain here. And I have 2 packages full of brand new bits. So if I wear this one down, I'm going to be able to just pop another one in. These are diamond bits. This is just a straight rod, and the top ½ inch or so is coated with like diamond material. It feels like sandpaper, basically, but it's metal or diamond or something. Definitely glistens. Do I believe it's actual diamonds? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it does a very good job of cutting through porcelain. That's what we're going to do with this. I am going to grind the handles off. I'm not actually going to cut them off. I had considered the idea of putting a cutoff wheel in my Dremel and slicing them off, but I rejected that. And the reason I rejected it is because I have never done that before. I've never actually taken a cutoff wheel for the Dremel and tried to just, slice bits of porcelain off. This I have done. So if I can grind a hole into porcelain, I can certainly grind these handles off. So that's why I'm making the choice that I made. Not that I feel this is necessarily the best way, but it's the way I am comfortable with. Also, I have to say, the little cutoff wheels you use on a Dremel, those things shatter so easily. And when they do, the little bits go flying around at top speed. This is something I think is probably going to be safer and is probably going to be a more do-it-yourself friendly job. So what I'm going to do is start cutting this, and I think what I will do is eliminate the sound so that I can stop when I want to. I will just eliminate the sound of the drum. I'll probably put some music in instead. You can have some lively little tunes while this is buzzing away. Take that out, throw something else in, and then we'll stop, take a peek periodically, and just look at how it's doing. Okay. So here we go, and just get this out of the way. I'm going to pull this back a little so that you can see what I'm doing, and we're just going to go to work. And like I say, no sound, so I'm going to have to stop the machine when I talk to you. Here we go. Okay, now, as you can see, it's not completely off. There's a nice layer of dust over this piece, and that's from the blue paint glaze from the outer surface of the porcelain and the porcelain itself as I cut into it. So that handle, and that was the largest of the handle pieces. That piece of the handle is very nearly off. We've got nubs here, but most of it's off. I'm going to go after this upper one next. Okay, now these are both down to little nubby bits. This one on this side is already down to a little nubby bit, and we're going to take this portion off next. Okay, now that we've got the largest portion of the handles off, I am going to switch over to a different bit. So let's see what we got here. This is a smaller bit. It's a smaller diameter. And one of the reasons I want to switch is this bit is probably getting a little dull. And of course, I want a nice, sharp, fresh bit. But I also want a slightly smaller surface. Now, I have bits that are pointed, and I may have to bring some of those to bear in a minute, but we're going to see how far we get with just this. Remember, rod with a little bit of metal filings like sandpaper that they allege are diamonds on the end of this bit. Now, I should probably point out to you that I've been fudging a little on this. When I have had the sound off and I've been using the Dremel, I've cut pieces out of this because I really don't think you need to be sitting here watching me drip. So it actually was a little bit longer to do this than you thought, but nevertheless, I've got one off. This is actually pretty good in terms of just what's left over on the porcelain. It's not perfect, and I'm definitely not, with the tools I have, going to be able to smooth this down, and get a nice glassy little surface. But I am going to get something that we can work with. All right, I'm going to start on the other one. we've got it. Is it a perfectly smooth, flat surface? No. If I worked on it a little more, could I get it better? Probably. But what we have is no more handle. Also, it's not at all sharp. And what I will do with this when I've finished sort of smoothing it down a little bit more is I will put a coat of clear fingernail polish on it. And don't be concerned about that because nobody's going to be eating off the outside of this. But I will do that because the porcelain is very porous here. It will get dirty. The dirt will get embedded. So I'm going to do that to make sure it stays nice and clean. And I'm just going to very quickly do the same thing over here. And when I am done, I will let you know how much time is on the clock on this video because I'm letting the camera run straight through. So I'll give you the full total time on the video, and then I will cut out, at a later date, the sections, so that, like I say, you don't have to just watch me drill for Lord only knows how long. So back to work on this next side. Okay, total time on the film clock is 30 minutes and 54 seconds. So we're almost at 31 minutes. And as you know, I was not drilling this whole time. So what that tells you is that you can shave off the nubbies from broken porcelain in approximately half an hour. Now, this is the first time I've ever done this project. I would have to say, if I were going to do it again, I would probably be able to cut my time down even more. The only thing I'm going to do now is probably just slap a coat of nail polish on it. I don't think I'm taking it down any further. It's not as smooth as glass, not as smooth as the rest of the piece, but the handles are gone. And now this can go sit over in the corner and probably hold an orchid. I don't know, it's a shame to kind of cover that up, but I have absolutely no idea what I could do with this and actually make it serve a purpose, which would allow you to see the inside of the piece as well as the outside. So I'm starting to think maybe a little bitty orchid in there. So that was today's project. Yes, indeed, we can shave those broken handles off our little bowl. This one, as I say, there is no hope for this. This is just shattered. It's in pieces, but Randy will undoubtedly be able to do something very interesting with these pieces. And we're going to have to wait and see. So, an unexpected project. Like I said, I was planning on doing something else, but this one, as you know, presented itself. So when a project throws itself in your lap, I say, do the same thing you do when the cat does it. Give it a scratch behind its ear and snuggle it. All right, this was our project for today, shaving porcelain. So have a great day. I will see you all tomorrow. Meantime, stay safe, stay sane. We will get out eventually, and, what can I say? I will probably be a lot more agreeable when I finally have my life back. I'm starting to get a little testy now. I think smart people just don't want to come too close to me these days. All right, see you later.